Ancient Cave spoiler tourney. I'm a tech slug. I am joined with Chef Goobs. Hi, Chef.
Hello.
Hi. And tonight we have Sitake and Serra. They are going to be hopefully getting started here in the next minute and a half. To give a little idea of what we're doing, our races are allowed about 12 minutes before the race starts to view the spoiler log and sort of map out what the important parts of the seed is, such as shortest pass, critical chest, bosses, etc., skips. And then it must begin. When I...
You okay there?
Yeah, sorry, hang on. I'm having issues.
But yeah, the whole map lists out pretty much everywhere, every location in the game, which ways actually lead the correct way, where all the good chests are. And you can actually, I think you can actually look at all chests too, yeah. If you really want to, but that's a bit obnoxious. So it just lists up the soft stuff you need to beat Gooby. Pretty much the key things.
The reason why I was like went to push the button for start race, but neither of them has readied, so it said cancel race, and I was like, what is going on? So it is going to be a little bit of a delay until we get this going. Sorry for the burp, or I just like stopped talking for a second. It caught me very off guard, but they should be getting.
That's what I was thinking. Like, all right, time.
Yeah, are you okay? Thank you.
Time to vamp for a second here.
Anyways,
vogue for a second.
Yeah, we're just voting. I was just like, duh. Oh my god, this has never happened. What do I do?
I broke it. I broke everything. It's off. Stream canceled. Bye, everyone.
But I think both Chef and I have taken a look at the spoiler, and the bosses aren't too scary. I think, in my opinion, level 7, the Kraken, is going to be the gnarliest one. Level 8 is Thunder and Storm, which you can take them out with freeze easily. There is also a Franklin badge in the seed. That's on floor 3.
I think there's 2. I thought I saw a second one. Maybe I'm wrong.
Double Frankie B's. It doesn't look like there's any skips on floor 1. Yeah, so unless I missed something. Yeah, so we'll see how these racers decide to get it going. And it looks like we are underway. And hello, everyone. Welcome in.
And we are off.
So like I was mentioning, unless there's some sort of like other key item skip on floor 1, we're probably going to see both of them just going shortest path to the boss or to the Saint boss of floor 1.
Yeah, that's pretty much your strategy in the first floor. Like, the enemies are not impressive. Nothing you find there is going to be good, so you just want to just hightail it pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, as long as there's no skips.
Yeah, and we do see Serra picking up a couple of burgers, which can be used for Monkey Cave skips.
Those monkeys love their burgers.
Yeah, if you see those early, you want to get at least 3 if you can afford it.
Yeah, there's 3 monkeys that want burgers, or no? Because there's 3 that want burgers, and then I think it's only 3.
It's 3. Yeah, it's 3. I really dig that bomb they dropped. They're hit, baby. But yeah, that's kind of like what you're going to be seeing on the first floor is runners looking for shops, if they can buy anything to help aid in the forthcoming skips. Because, I mean, you see, we found a T-ball bat. That's not bad, but a lot of, like, you might find a couple of key items on the first floor, but most of the gift boxes aren't going to be really worth your time. Something of note, there are 1 million snakes in this desert. Wow. Like, there are so many snakes. Something of note, you will see runners kind of taking a break every once in a while. That is them checking the spoiler log. So, nothing is wrong. At least that we're aware of. Yeah. So you will see that quite often in this tournament format. So it's like Sarah's digging into the desert. Maybe she looked at, chests were there. But Sitake did take that first shortest route to the first floor boss, so kind of what we, had guessed.
Well, the first floor boss is not anything scary. It's just a pogo punk.
Oh, Temple, I know what you're talking about. And yeah, it's a pogo punk, so watch out. Is it gonna drop a burger? Did it drop a burger? We can't hear the music, so I didn't know it was Summer's Girls.
Oh,
I had no idea what Ari was talking about. I just thought it was funny. So Sitake has made it to floor 2. Looks like Serra will probably be there in just a minute. Still checking out some of the things happening on floor 1.
That's a good early shop, but we ain't got no money, so it doesn't really matter.
Right, yeah. I know, it's so cool. I love finding floor 1 super bombs, big bottle rockets, even multi-bottle rockets. Super dope. Love that. I love that journey in Ancient Cave.
Oh, Serra did find a cheap bracelet, so she was able to sell that for a big bottle rocket there.
Okay, that'll definitely help.
That's a big thing. Literally, it's a large bottle rocket. It is big large.
Usually you'll see runners use the big bottle rockets for like enemies such as the sentry robot. Typically that's what you're gonna see. Or like if the first floor boss is something kind of cruddy like Starman or something along those lines. Titanic Ant. I think we saw a Titanic Ant first floor boss in this journey so far. It was kind of gross. So you will see that. Serra getting that green. Let's go. So an extra one will definitely help.
Yes, absolutely. I was watching on the Twitch feed. I was like, what are you talking about?
Oh yeah, no, I know. It's so hard not to look like at both.
Because I want to watch chat too, and I'm good at this. I promise.
You can't have your comms and eat it too, okay? It doesn't work
exactly.
like that.
What does that mean?
I don't know. You'll have to find out. There is a skip on level 2. I don't know if Sitake made note of that.
I sure didn't.
Yeah, Keely, it was. It was vanilla all around. And I think that skip takes them to maybe like, let me see.
Searching noises.
6 or 6. 666 or 686. Sarah's in Threed.
Threed's always a little terrifying just because there's so... I mean, it's less terrifying in the spoilers because you do kind of know where you're going, but like, there's just so many doors.
Right, yeah.
I always have a problem with Threed because there's so many fake doors too.
Fake doors. I was gonna mention that. Yeah, exactly. It's like doors where it's like knock, 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 knock. Whoa! Look at those sharks just huddled up. What were they doing?
They were just fucking partying over there.
What were they discussing? What's happening? Shark party. But yeah, Threed. I mean, Threed is cool because it also has something that only happens in Threed. Is the trash can in the graveyard is ranked to the level of the stairs down to Threed Tunnel, which is level 1. So, but however, I'm mentioning this because if it was like level 7 or 8 or something higher, you could go and loot that trash can in the graveyard, and it could be something like it could be something kind of awesome. So
that's kind of wild. That's a nice little.
Yeah, it's neat, right?
Now in my back pocket for another time.
Put it in the back pocket, Chef.
That's what I was like. I'm not doing. At least you're here for Cobbs because you know so much about Ancient Cave. I'm such a newbie to it.
Oh, trust me, it took me like 2 hours. Or 2 hours, 2 years to learn. I learned Ancient Cave in 2 hours. It took me like 2 years to actually understand Ancient Cave. Don't get it twisted.
It's like, that was kind of rude, man.
I know, 2 hours. I'm just crazy like that.
So good.
I'm just like totally holding back in all the tournaments that I, participate in. I just don't want anyone to look bad. All right, it looks like Sitake did find that skip on floor 2, so we'll be heading to floor 6 here.
Nice having to dodge the deep place. What is that area called? With dinosaurs?
Deep darkness? Underworld?
Underworld, that's what it is.
Lost Underworld.
Yeah, there it is. It's one of my least favorite parts of the game. Not necessarily because it's scary, but it's just so slow.
Slow.
Your movement speed is so low, and it's just so big.
Yeah, it can be kind of like a doo-doo feeling in Ancient Cave when you go through your world and it leads to nothing, and you've just like walked and sludged through this like crazy area for nothing. But
yeah, in the vanilla game you can kind of teleport around a little bit, but
right.
But it is so big too. You have to be really careful with that because you'll just warp out half the time.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you don't run into a tree.
And like sometimes I feel like I don't know what it is, but I think sometimes in Ancient Cave you can also teleport. But Sitake making it through that fight and getting some much needed levels because he skipped from 2 to 6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those big skips you really have to be very careful with which enemies you fight.
Right, absolutely, and it can be to your detriment to skip ahead too early. It looks like Sarah's found floor 2 boss. Picking up a little copper bracelet on the way.
Little bling bling.
Hey, why not?
You know, that copper bling that all the kids are into these days.
It's the green ring under that they're really going for.
Oh yeah, that's a real solid oxidation.
Yeah.
I think the kids are really into oxidation these days.
It's a new trend. And that man does not want to sell to Sitake, so Sitake said, all right, I'm out.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm not working today. You can beat it.
It's my day off. Like, why are you behind
I don't know why I'm here. Third strongest marathon.
Whoop, whoop. I'm definitely not the third strongest commentator, so it's fine. I might be the third strongest commentator on this stream.
There's a second one we don't even know about.
I count Derek, even though he's not here.
Derek is our wonderful restreamer. Thank you, Derek. Appreciate you. So Summers is a pretty like chill floor to be on. If we didn't have the spoiler, there is a hint guide that can tell you what floor you're on, which will also tell you all of the bosses of each floor. Mm-hmm. And Sarah just picked up an eraser. Which I don't know if they're gonna need, but we'll see.
Yeah, I feel like the eraser, and pencil eraser are always pretty red herrings because the chances of you running into them are usually pretty low, and it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really as much of a guaranteed skip as the monkeys are.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, a protein drink. That's a nice pickup that's a skip item.
That is a skip.
And a hard hat. Okay. I have not seen who has prey yet. Maybe you'll pay attention to that now. I don't even pay attention to my own games who has prey until like a million hours in.
I didn't realize Pooh had it in my seed until I was like, I guess I was like, oh, neat.
Sometimes you can kind of tell like who has it from the racer, like
boxes.
Well, no, like from who they're putting like key items on. You know, like if they get like a pendant and they put it on a certain character, you can kind of like be like, oh, that person probably has prey.
It looks like Pooh.
And it is Pooh, yeah. Well, once again,
is the enemy on the left's name Old Liz? It is Old Liz. Love that. That's probably one of my favorite things about Ancient Cave is the enemy names because they're never not hilarious.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'll
never call the hydrant. What's the hydrant actually called? Either way, it's Guz. I can't see. I don't even know his actual name. It's Guzzler Prince to me now. Because I've seen it in Ancient Cave.
We're not bringing up
Enraged Fire Plug or something. I don't know, something like that.
Enraged something plug, that's for sure.
He's mad. I'm just gonna throw water at you.
Mm-hmm.
So Sarah's taking a little bit more of the...
I saw Senor Mushroom and it fucking got me.
Easter Mushroom. Sarah taking more of the like floor by floor path right now, while Sitake did skip up to 6. We'll see how this works out.
Mhm.
Oh my god, that robot had a little bandana on. That was so cute. Eraser is needed. Nice. 6 to 9. There we go. All right. Who is floor 6? Because I know floor 7 is Kraken, and that's the only one that was like super
This one's not
worrisome.
terrible.
Guardian General. If we still have that BBR, it should be fine. Sitake does.
I think the real big problem would have been if he was like freeze resist.
Right, exactly.
Because
Yeah.
sometimes you just get that. Sometimes you just
Yeah.
like you're just fighting a enemy that's literally on fire, and it's like, oh, freeze did 15 damage. Cool. All right, guess I'm dying here.
Guess I'll die. Sitake will be moving on to floor 7.
Yep.
See what
And
Serra
this will be a fat load of experience for them too, which is nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Putting them in a more comfortable position to go to the next floor, so they don't have to be as worried.
Yeah, because I mean, even if you skip ahead and okay, Sarah's found floor 3 boss.
Okay.
So she is taking it floor by floor. Let's go. Shortest path will work to her advantage here, and that extra BBR. But I was saying, like, even if you get floors ahead, it doesn't mean that your gear is going to match up to the levels, and you kind of have to use your brain there to get around that obstacle.
And relevantly, Serra has found the Franklin badge.
Oh, has she?
I believe so. I believe I saw a Franklin badge.
Oh, nice. I missed that one. Temple just mentioned it. Thank you, Temple.
So that will be a big thing.
Maybe that's why she went to floor 3, because that's where the Franklin badge was, on floor 3. I saw her wiggle around, and I know when Serra wiggles, I always thought it meant she was upset. So I was like, she picked up something doo-doo. But she picked up it was a happy wiggle, so... Yeah. Serra, I'm gonna need you to differentiate your wiggles, please. There's a Guzzler Prince! Today is the Drury Guzzler.
Oh, he's sad. The Drury Guzzler just got dumped.
It's kind of a foggy day in Magic Kid. It's fine.
Cool. Trying to run away from the thing before it does exactly that.
I meant to say Moonside, and I said Magic. I always get those mixed up. Ooh, and a defense ribbon. That's nice.
Taki does get away, does lose all but one kid, though.
Okay.
They weren't able to run away before the pump counted down.
Yeah,
which is always terrifying. It's like
right,
2, and you're like,
3,
run away.
2,
run away.
1. Oh god,
really
what's gonna happen?
You have to hard commit one way or the other. You have to either go to kill it or get away.
Yeah, that's a great point.
You can't change tactics halfway through, or else you're screwed.
All right, the signed banana. That is I did look up the signed banana skip.
Oh yeah.
What was it? It was so that's 3 to 7. So Sarah would have to backtrack to go forward. I was gonna say I'm guessing Sitake, as she is. I'm guessing Sitake is looking maybe for a heal here, due to the near party wipe.
Any of the special zones is what I'm gonna call them. Any of the Soundstone locations.
Special sounds.
Special time. Everyone gets a little special time.
You get some special time.
With the Drury Guzzler. I'm sorry. Slug knew what they were doing and putting me in here.
Okay. Blame it on me.
You asked me to do this. This is your fault.
I do love the ghost sprite for the Final Fantasy characters as well, Andor. What's up? Welcome in. Hope everyone's doing okay tonight. This is the last race in our first bracket of the spoiler tourney. But we are doing a double elimination, so there's plenty more.
That's what I meant to ask you, if it was double elim or not. I was like, when I DNF'd, I was like, I probably should check if this is...
And that was it. You went up against Keeley. He finished in 3 seconds, and you're no. Since it's a smaller tournament, we did decide to do double elimination.
Okay. Well, I was hoping it wasn't like a group stage. Is what I was. That way, I was like, well, hopefully this DNF doesn't come back to bite me.
Oh right, yeah, no, you're good.
I mean, I'm not
Right.
good. Yeah.
So Sitake and Serra both hanging out in Tucson right now. Sarah did take that side banana skip that I mentioned, which worked out very well for her. It can sometimes be very much worth it to backtrack. We got a platinum bam and a kebab. Couple of kebabs.
That's definitely the correct pronunciation of that word for the culture that it's from.
There's the full heal.
There's the special zone. Ooh,
2 suns equals 4
why is my
suns.
mother calling me? 1 second.
Sure. Sarah also checking that sandwich stand. Let's see what the junk seller has. A bomb. Always good to pick up a bomb. Sarah not thinking, maybe she could have picked up a wet towel, but maybe she looked at the skips and was able to tell which ones are which. There's some monkey skips on the map that you can pretty much tell what they are, just from like repetition of doing them and also like the placement. But then there's a couple where you're just like, which one is oh. Hard to kind of say who's ahead right now. I guess we'll have to look at the stats if we can, which can also be difficult because, like, it's not full, full health. I continue to be uncertain how much I need to get my spoiler game together. I mean, Arya, I was mentioning before the stream how you had said that the spoiler can also ultimately be a hindrance. And I do agree with that to a point as well. I think it can be sort of like a crutch that you lean on a little bit too much. So I think there has to be like a good balance of just playing the game and kind of trusting yourself on where to go versus using the spoiler for every single like decision. Slows you down, yeah. Well, then there you go. Oh, this is kind of a weird fight for Sitake. Like, why is that bear so small and weird and those Game Boys so huge? I don't like it. It's making me uncomfortable. But they're both on floor 7, so I knew this was going to be a really close race, for sure. These are both two pretty strong randomizer runners. Thank you, Eliza. I know it was hideous and awful, and I did not enjoy it. I don't know what the music is. At least the music wasn't on for me. So they're having to despawn in this pawn cave. Saki got through that horror fight. Oh, well, you just missed the most terrifying fight of all time.
I was half watching.
Okay, it was awful. I did not appreciate it. And apparently the song is also scary, so this is the Halloween level.
Wonderful, wonderful. Love to see it.
Serra and Sitake on the same path right now. We'll see if Sitake gets better despawn luck, and it looks like he is. Serra could not get through that second pod, and Sitake just cruised on by. So we'll see from here what they decide to do. Now, I had mentioned floor 7 is Kraken. Serra is withdrawing money. I would probably save here due to the Kraken fight.
Yeah, hopefully she checks the bosses.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be one of the first things you do when you pull up the spoiler is look at the higher level bosses. She is Sitake's saving, and Serra is as well.
Okay, cool. I think she just wanted to make sure she was fully healed before she saved, just in case she had to.
Right, yeah, which is very smart.
Boot.
Serra just getting the worst spawns. Sitake also getting terrible spawns.
Oh, I got some 4Bs.
We get to look out over the land of Saturn Valley for a moment.
unsettling boppies. Perfect.
Oh, wait a second. Where is this skip gonna take us?
Let's find out.
It's to level 9. It's the show ticket's always to level 9. It is always to level 9.
That's
My
wild.
goodness. I feel like almost like 9 out of 10 times.
It's taking you to the show. That's what it is. Gotta go to the show.
Also, sometimes it can feel like a cute idea to fight those caterpillars, but it can also be like kind of scary.
Those caterpillars are like destroyers of worlds. You think they're unassuming, but
That's crazy that there was a skip right before the Kraken. It was like the seed was like, we know you don't really want to do this.
yeah.
So we'll give you here's your handout. Although Serra does have the Franklin badge and a bazooka now, versus Sitake not having either of those items. And those are two items that can be very, very important in the end game as to the time it takes to get through higher level fights.
Did lose a gift on Sarah's side though. And of course the lightning is not hitting the person with the Franklin badge, of course.
No, why would it? Sitake trying to stutter away from this roach. It's a spider. And it looks like Sitake's going for Kraken. So, interesting.
Trying to get that gutsy bat. That was a cold shot.
We do have a diadem. I don't want to hear it. We do have a diadem of kings. It's not my fault that the bionic Kraken is a rare enemy spawn to begin with. Oh, and a heavy bazooka.
Oh, bazooka into heavy bazooka.
Two bazookas.
We're zooped up over here.
Zooped up on a Monday.
It is Monday, isn't it?
It doesn't feel like Monday, does it? It does not feel like Monday to me.
Unemployed life.
Zook with the eyeballs. Oh, and Kraken is freeze resistant, so that's great.
Oh no.
Love that.
Tragic.
Sitake did save. Ultra Monday? Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Just another Ultra Monday.
I do feel like Thunder is a little bit more applicable in the rando, in Ancient Cave at least. Like, I feel like I use Thunder way more in the randomizer than I ever do
Oh, for sure.
in vanilla, which I mean,
because like nothing's freeze resistant. It even feels like.
in vanilla, right? Yeah, there's like two enemies. It's like Boogie Tip
like,
and the demonic Petunia.
Yeah.
That's it. Is there a holiday coming up?
Christmas?
Oh, Christmas? Oh. Like that's
that one.
Is it like weeks away? Anyway, time, whatever.
Hanukkah's already started, or is close to being over by now. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe Hanukkah started last week. Saki is doing prayer stress now, still fighting this Kraken. Everyone has been revived. Let's go. Prayer stress can sometimes be your friend and your foe. And Sitake gets through it. Heck yeah, that's going to be some great levels.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff did not make it, but that's okay.
Yeah,
That's okay.
We have ways to fix it, Jeff.
Wasn't as many levels as I was expecting. I retract my statement. But we are going to get the free stand, so we'll see what happens there. Dungeon Man skipping to 9. Yeah, Temple for sure.
Level 8 freestand is usually pretty good. Got a coin. Not the best coin, but a coin.
Oh my god, I thought that spider was like heading Sitake's way, like coming for you. Because it was like inching closer every time he did a different thing.
Every now and again, Ancient Cave will like make a NPC enemy sprite, and it's the most terrifying thing in the world. So you're just like, oh no.
You're like stuttering past it, and then you're like, oh, it's not.
It's just, his name's Greg. He works here.
It's just Greg. Greg's like, everyone always avoids me.
Why is everyone stutter step past me?
Yeah, true. Alright, God. that snake. And we got a star pendant. Let's go. Star pendant pickup and the Frankie badge. Serra should be in a pretty good spot for Gygas, especially with that heavy bazooka. Serra playing it very well. Yeah, I've completely lost my marbles playing snake tag before.
Tag snake.
I didn't have a lot of marbles to begin with, so I don't need to lose any. Like, I can't really afford to lose anymore.
Affording marbles in this economy?
In this economy? Let's see, I'm gonna see if we can find where the tiny ruby skip is and what it goes to. I think that's probably what Sitake was looking for as well. So I'm guessing it goes down. Obviously on floor 8 you can't skip up. Never mind. Duh. On floor 8 you can only fight the floor 8 boss and go to 9. So Serra made a very smart play there on 7, avoiding Kraken and skipping to 9 as well. The floor skips, we didn't mention this, but they go 2 to 5 floors, up or down. So it's like, you might be looking for Googie now.
Yeah, 1 second I have to tuck my dog in.
Oh, no problem. Understandable. It's talking now on floor 8. As I mentioned before, floor 8 is Thunder and Storm, but Sitake is missing a couple of key items that Serra has picked up throughout the journey in this cave. So we'll see what happens.
I tucked him in before the race, but me being on the phone, he emerged.
He untucked. My cat was going like bananas before the race. I was like, I am not in the mood for this. You need to calm down. Mom has to do calms.
Yeah, I know. I do every time before a stream. I'm like, all right, you good? You got water? You got food? You put you under your blankies.
Aww. Chef has a really cute dog for anyone who's wondering. He's a real cute dog named Gus. My cat's name is Jeff. Let's see what the belch base looks like here in the rainbow. Where is belch base? Temple, did you take any time to sort of do what you were talking about yesterday with the legend, so to speak? Not believe me if you did not at all.
I am. Kidding.
Not necessarily a Sunday activity. Yeah. Don't blame you. Also, I could not find it. So it either doesn't exist or, let's see, Scarab. Oh, there it is. There we go. I see it now. Looks like the house next to the hospital is the way out of this area. Maybe Sitake's going to check this guy down here. He is. Ooh. And the bottle of deluxe water, that's gonna be nice. There was an auto Star Master in this seed.
There is, and it's on the critical path, so, but it might have been...
Where was it? I saw it.
I also saw it.
Yeah. Because remember at first I was like, oh, I didn't see that. And then I was like, oh. Now I can't find it again.
I know.
The disappearing.
I made direct eye contact with it too.
It looked in my eyes. The old man.
Where the crap is this crapping thing at?
I'm turning off all doors. There it is. I see it. It's somewhere in a 3 tunnel. It's on floor 4. We're never gonna get it. It's
Yeah.
donezo. It's out of there.
Oh, there it is, yeah. No Starstorm.
So Sarah in a bit of a predicament here with all of her people dead.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Sitake is definitely going to be catching up. He has found floor 8, which will be Thunder and Storm. Which really are not a very scary boss in this game at all, in general, in the world. What's up, IQ? And Plastics. Hi. Hi, everyone. Hello. It's like we got a reset for Sarah here. Makes sense. All her people were dead. Oh, and a magic truffle. That's nice. On top of those bottles of water. Which I don't know if he bought any. No, I don't think so. I feel like when we saw Sitake compete in the normal Ancient Cave tournament earlier this year, they were sort of a hoarder, so to speak. Like, we would see Sitake like load up on like certain items, so maybe they've changed their playstyle up a bit. Yeah, the pendant situation, Falcon for sure. All right, are you talking about your seed or this one? I can't tell. Are there 3 rabbit's feet?
I only saw 2 when I was looking earlier.
1, 2. Yeah, I only see 2. Falcon might be talking about his race with you, Chef. It was insane.
I don't feel like there was 3 in my seed either.
It was it was like triplets of everything in that seed. It was weird.
There was definitely at least 2 rabbit's feet, if I remember correctly. But there was a lot of stuff. There was no heavy bazooka, but there was a lot of like other stuff. Like auto Starstorm and a bunch of pendants. Like pendants for days.
Masterclass. Okay, fighting the Robo Weatherman gets through it. We'll be heading on to floor 9. Let's see here. So if I had to guess, the advantage that Sitake has right now is the levels that he has gained. But I mean, Serra also has decent levels and those items. So Sitake should be picking up the heavy bazooka on floor 9.
Yes.
And that will help him. But I think the star pendant, and hopefully he'll also get the star pendant. I believe that was also on floor 9. Hopefully
there was
those,
on floor 9,
yeah, hopefully those will carry for him, not having that Franklin badge. And fires will be saying, "See ya."
That's pretty much the only difference right now between the two of them.
Is the Franklin badge, yeah, and maybe some levels on either side. So yeah, really, really close as we predicted.
And Serra is getting a couple extended levels here and there, grinding through this area.
As
slamming every food item into their kids' faces they possibly can. Who's got food? Eat it now.
I mean, it's there. It's there for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's Brick Road. Let me see what the items in Brick Road are. We have a shiny coin, a lucky sandwich, a magic fry pan, a souvenir coin, and a Gaia beam. Ooh. So definitely worth picking up a few of these items for Sitake.
That Gaia beam's always nice. I mean, they have the heavy bazooka, so the Gaia beam's not going to be super necessary, but it's always nice to have a backup, too, for, like, random encounters.
Yeah, and Sitake's going right past it, so...
Never mind.
They're not interested at the moment. Okay, they're not interested. I agree though. But you know what? Hey, we'll pick up the piggy jelly. Why not?
A little piggy jelly or a little snack after we beat Gygus.
I mean, I don't blame. I mean, I like the Dungeon Man room on a late floor because all those enemies are their normal level, and you'll just one-shot them and pick up like typically pretty good items. That's just me. Did find secret herbs, and she is stocking up. So Serra is definitely working her way to Gygus, and Sitake has found Dungeon Man, which will award him with the bazooka and the heavy bazooka.
Within like 10 feet of each other, too. Which is
yeah. The bazooka fairy was like, I got tired. Just dropped
Dungeon Man was just like, look at all these bazookas I got. Dungeon Man is a prepper, though. Let's be honest.
And we are at Gygus for Serra. Dungeon Man's a prepper.
He's definitely got like one of those, like, he's got a bunch of those 5-gallon buckets full of mac and cheese in there and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. But I am l'Italien. What was it? Last night, not l'Etoile. I've been doing retro achievements.
Yeah.
And the grind for some of the items is just awful. So we were saying how to say I need to start pin it in different languages.
That's funny. What you need is a gutsy bat. That's what you need. Except for the fact that you missed
going
that
to
one.
Fight you. Going to come down to where you live and fight you.
The most terrifying thing is you could.
All right, let's see how this Gygus goes for Serra. We'll see if it's sort of oh, and sitake!
Ooh, we are neck and neck. It's gonna come down to what they got.
Ooh, so awesome! Let's go!
Sitake's player name is pretty much us right now. Just,
it's a race!
Race! We got some really trippy colors on Pokey over here, too.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what... Oh, no. We have no Jeff! Oh no! Jeff is
We're
gonna
Jeffless.
carry. Do we have any healing items?
I don't think Sitake found the place with the secret herbs. So it's not a race.
It was almost a
It
race.
was almost a race. I mean, anything can happen here.
Sarah did get the paralysis on Pokey.
Oh, Sitake did find the secret herbs, though. So
awesome. It could still be a race.
Right,
it's still, I mean, it's always going to be a race.
We're no
this
longer
is very
Jeff
close.
Yes. Like,
I think it's going to come down to...
It'll
come down to RNG, and...
levels, I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe is Franklin Band super relevant here? I don't really think it is.
In the final phase, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
If everyone else somehow dies and Pooh is... I mean, the good thing about having Prey on Pooh is that you also have your life up that you can use, because neither of them found... Yeah, neither of them found the Auto Star Master, so they won't be using up a lot of that on that for the second phase. And Serra is into the second phase. Chucky picked up a couple more levels there fighting that caterpillar. So let's see how this goes. It looks like Sarah's feeling probably pretty chill right now. Going with the brain shock.
He also used a secret bag on him.
Snake bag?
No, snake bag. I thought it said secret bag for half a second. They were going fast. I was like, what's a secret bag?
What is that? What if that was like an item added in the secret bag? And you don't know what happens. It just like throws something at the enemy. Like it could be fire, it could be rocket, it could be freeze thunder. Like it could be like life up. Yeah, that would be so funny. It
revives Pokey.
Ooh, gross. That's gross.
These
are cursed ideas. We need to stop talking. There's someone listening right now that's gonna go tell Tomar. Alright, Sitake did not get the paralysis for Pokey.
They're going into phase 3 here, it looks like.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it again. Should be able to get it. We're gonna start praying. Sarah's looking pretty strong.
It's pretty locked in here. They're still like...
I mean, with the star pendant and a Franklin badge, like...
Yeah, it's pretty
locked in.
Something crazy, like...
Unless, like, Sarah gets a million solidifies in a row or something,
yeah.
Like, I don't see it.
Sarah's cartridge would have to catch on fire at this point for...
If Sitake had only found that secret herb...
Yeah, before going
like
in.
3 seconds before.
Not having to backtrack. It looks like Sitake's having much worse luck with with hits here as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, we got 2 kids down on Sitake's side.
And
I mean,
2
2
on
kids...
Sarah's, but this is where
Yeah.
you want them to be down. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it go faster at this point.
Still no paralysis? Ugh. Okay, but Sitake does make it into the second phase. I'm not sure.
It remains silent. The secret bag cannon will be used against you. Oh no. Oh no.
No! Secret bag!
I've got a couple secret bags scattered around my
I'm
apartment.
gonna mail you a secret bag. Give me your address. Who wants a secret bag? Hit me up.
Hit me up. Selling them on my Etsy store. You don't know what's gonna be in it.
Alright, I think Sarah is probably at the last couple of prayers here.
I feel good.
Dude, I'm happy. It's Ultra Monday.
Seeing this part again, like, reminds me to, like, make sure I named us something hilarious because he just repeats the name so many times.
Yeah.
Blitz.
Using that magic truffle. This is very close.
It is close.
Like, it is and it isn't, but it's also, like, very much.
Like, it could have gone wrong for both players, and it's pretty steady right now.
Yeah, one more prayer for Serra. And that'll do it. We got a 43-49 for
pretty good.
Miss I Am Bad at Naming Things. GG, Serra. Great showing, as always.
Good job from both players.
Sitake's still working on this second phase.
Both took really different approaches to the seed, and, like...
Yeah,
neither is necessarily wrong, either, because they're both in the second phase of Gygas at pretty much the same time.
Right,
So,
exactly. It was
really
just maybe like the Franklin badge, but I mean, we didn't even really see any lightning in the third phase. It's just, that's more of like a precaution type of thing.
Yeah, it's not necessary, but it helps with the it helps you feel better about the fight.
And Sarah's in chat saying floor 9 was rough. It was a little mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't see a lot, Sarah. We were saying that like maybe the biggest difference between you and Sitake was that you had a Franklin badge. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
But like that was about maybe like the badge or something like that. Wrong, sir, wrong. You drank the fizzy lifting drink. But yeah, super close race. GG's.
Sorry, every time I love it.
That's what mine always says. I'm just like immune to it now.
Mine's always like. What? It's usually C for chef.
This is the noise the secret bag makes.
What's in it to make it do that?
We don't know. I don't know. Maybe like a squirrel. Squirrels make weird noises.
A squirrel with some maracas or something?
Yeah, maybe. Alright, so Sitake in the third phase, praying along, should be okay. Pooh is pretty beefy in this seed, so
yeah,
nice to have prey on him.
It's always so terrifying when like Pooh's got like 150 HP at this point, and you're like, because you really can't put any. I mean, you can technically put a pendant on him, but
you should.
You should,
regardless of whether it brings his defense to
if you
zero.
have it, or if he has prey. Especially if he has prey. If he has prey,
only if he has prey. If not, then whatever.
Yeah, don't waste it. Unless you just have like a random good one. Like, just like a stray like earth pendant or something.
Yeah, and Sarah saying there were no skips on floor 1. There were not. There was the skip on floor 2 that Sitake took to 6. But Sarah, you also backtracked to floor 3 to take the skip to 7. You were hanging out in the desert. You know, everyone needs some sun sometimes. It's okay. But definitely our closest race yet in the tournament so far.
Oh, for sure.
And as I mentioned, this does wrap up our first round of races.
Mine was pretty close. Not to toot my own horn.
Yeah,
They finished, and then I quit immediately after, so it's probably close.
the closest race. But so our second round will be starting pretty much immediately after this. I'll get those races scheduled and up. And our second round is going to be enemies item drop, my favorite flag set. So I think the use of the spoiler will be interesting because you won't really have to worry about like critical chests or items or anything. So it'll be more of a
some slower seeds too from that.
And GG's to Sitake. Great showing from both of our runners tonight. But it'll be interesting to see like, you know, how people use the spoiler in regards to the fact that like items don't matter at all.
Yeah, you can't like map around the stuff you need because you kind of have to. You pretty much have to.
So it could be just like
skip high and hope for the best, I guess.
Well, or maybe find like an area that has like a full heal next to it and grind there, you know. So it'll be fun.
Fobbies and just get after it.
Yeah, exactly. Fobby's next to like Pink Cloud or whatever, you know. Who knows? But thank you for everyone so far. This has been a really fun. I think the spoiler tourney is such a fun format, so I really appreciate everyone who has signed up and is playing and is hanging out and everything. It's been really fun so far.
It's fun. It's been fun to watch the races. It's such a different dynamic than just like flat speed runs, so it's always fun to watch.
Definitely.
Play debatable. I don't know yet. We'll see.
But like I said, we have plenty more races coming up. Derek, thank you for restreaming. Sitake and Serra, thank you for running. GG's to both of you. Chef, thank you for doing comms with me. I really appreciated it and had so much fun with you. And yeah, I think if somebody wants to raid us out, that will do it for us. And be on the lookout for more races happening next week. They will be another 4 rounds. Because this is double elimination. Or no. Yeah, 4 rounds. So math. Don't ask me to do math. We all know I'm terrible at it. Anyways, everyone have a wonderful night.
What are numbers really, honestly?
I don't know. They're in the secret bag, okay?
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.